All right. Welcome, everybody. It is so great to see everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. We've been waiting for this night, for this day, for several years now. You're going to see something that is a first to market, first of its kind tonight. So grab a pen and a piece of paper and take notes. My disclaimer tonight, I am not a doctor. I make no medical claims about any of the products that you're going to see today. Any testimonies that you see or hear, because we do have people here that are going to give testimonies, they may be healthcare professionals, they may not, but they are their own personal stories based on their personal results. Every person always needs to do their own research, and you do that based on the information I give you. Always check with a healthcare provider or preferably a nutritionist about any supplement you're looking into, including ours. Everything, and I mean everything, that I am going to share with you here tonight is not my opinion. It is not conjecture. I have all the documented third parties listed and all the proof. So I'm not just going to give you a bunch of hypotheses tonight. Everything that you see and hear and learn about is proven. A little bit about me. My name is Ruth Mayne. I grew up on a farm. I graduated high school at 15 and a half. I was considered a smart kid. Worked in law enforcement for 8 years. I decided that was just not my bag. I didn't like being around people at their worst. I have a master's in marine biology. I am the mom of 2 girls, and my husband has 2 kids. All of our kids are grown and gone. I did spend many years as a deep sea commercial diver and in search and rescue for my local community up in Washington State. I have a wonderful husband. His name is Joel, who I actually met doing business up in Bellingham. And we grow much of our own food. We hunt, we fish, and we like to live debt-free. It wasn't always that way. See, on August 28th, which is tomorrow, of 1993, my life changed forever in the blink of an eye. And maybe some of you have gone through trials and tribulations in your life, because we always do. They never stop. People think, oh, Lord, please, I'm done. You know, my mom used to say, God's never going to give you more than you can handle, but he's going to push you. And boy, does he, right? But she also told me, when he closes one door, he always opens another. You see, for me, it was my girls. Life threw me some hard curveballs. I was actually out on the hydroplane races. We have many people here tonight from Washington State that know exactly what I'm talking about. I was a rescue diver. That was the year the Miss Bud wrecked and sank, and we actually went and got her. But I got a call on my pager that day, and they had to stop the race and take me to shore because we didn't have cell phones yet. They told me that my oldest daughter, Melissa, there on the left, was being airlifted over to Harborview Trauma Center with a massive head injury. She was intubated. She was not spontaneously breathing. They rushed her in for her first of 8 brain surgeries. These 2 pictures are taken in November of 1993. 2 months she was in a coma. This is after, I think she'd had 2 or 3 brain surgeries at this point. And at this point, she has no forehead. They did what they call a craniectomy. They had to take her bone, her forehead out because her brain was so swollen. And she had to wear that helmet for 2 years before they could do the surgery and put her bone back in. And then her body rejected it. You know, and I thought, man, this is tough. I don't know if I'm ever going to get through this. Well, 2 years later, September 5th of 1995, my youngest daughter there on the right, Jessica, was diagnosed with cancer. And the picture on the top is the night that they told me she was probably not going to make it. Her temperature was almost 107 in this picture. I don't know if you can see it. She's got earphones on. I was playing a tape of my voice singing to her and telling her how strong she was and how beautiful she was and how she has so much to offer this world. And God had it planned for her. She did survive. You see some pictures right after she woke up from that coma. 3 days she was out, almost 4 days. She's gone on to become quite a young lady. Now, I don't know what your trials and tribulations are. Some of them probably are worse than mine. But I ended up $3.2 million in medical debt. But I refused to let my circumstances define me, my girls, or our life. I was not going to succumb to that. My mother raised 4 very strong-willed children to be very independent. And I could sit on the floor and cry. And my mom used to say, you could sit there and cry, or you can get up and put one foot in front of the other, no matter how small your steps are, and keep on moving. There's a song, when you're going through hell, keep on going. That's what you do. I decided to get my life back. And I did that the way I thought was best, because I couldn't get a job. So I went to work working for myself. I met wonderful people all over the world. More importantly, I got out of debt. My story is no different than some of yours. Mine is probably a lot less traumatic than some of yours. You know, my mom always told me, you do not have to look far to find somebody that has things worse off than you. And that has proven true in my life time and time again. Up until now, folks, up until now, our past is our past. What happened 5 minutes ago happened 5 minutes ago. We're not going to rehash it. We're going to look for the future. We're going to look to getting to a healthy weight that has eluded so many of us. You see, when my kids got hurt, I gained a lot of weight. I gained almost 100 pounds. I was sitting in hospitals. I was worry eating. It was terrible. I had a lot of health challenges crept upon me because of the stress. And I would lose some weight, gain it back, lose some weight, gain it back. I managed to lose about 40, 45 pounds, and I've been battling with the rest ever since. So I'm not one of those people sitting here saying, this product's for you. I'm on this product that we're going to talk about tonight, as are so many people on this call tonight. So up until now, you've not had a solution. Now I'm going to show you a solution. Like many of us, maybe you've tried everything out there: keto diet, low-fat diet, restrictive diets, the worst. How many of you have spent money on a restrictive diet? They don't tell you up front, right? They don't tell you up front you're only going to be eating 500 calories a day. I'm here to tell you that does more damage to our bodies, and I've fallen for that trap myself. That does more damage to our bodies and our immune system and our metabolism than any of the other diets out there. How many of you have exercised to death, especially if you're past menopause or older gentlemen, and it just doesn't come off? The meno belly, right? And we just have very low self-esteem. I myself, I am not comfortable in my clothes. I am not comfortable, as comfortable as I would like to be. I'm getting there. How many of you have gotten on the scale and it doesn't budge and you get so frustrated? I decided to turn that around. If I eat something that I know is going to cause inflammation, and inflammation causes temporary weight gain, then I am ready for the scale to go up. I'm absolutely 100% ready for it to go up, because I know if I get back on track, it's going to come right back down, and it always does. I've decided to make the scale my friend, not my enemy. And so many of us that battle weight issues, the scale is our enemy, and it shouldn't be. It is just a gauge of where we're going. That's all. Whether it was your health challenges that brought you here tonight or your wealth challenges, every single one of us have something in common. We've come to the realization, especially as my birthday is in just a couple days. It's the 31st. I'm in my mid-60s now, mid-60s, and I'm getting younger. But we've all come to the realization that if you do not make a change, if you do nothing, there will be no change. We get on that hamster wheel, the definition of insanity. If you're not willing to try something different, you're going to get the same results as you've always gotten and go nowhere. We're going to change that for you tonight with PFT, the visceral fat fighter. PFT is 6 years in the making. It's the most awaited new product of 2023. It is the first of its kind, the first to market of its kind. No competition out there. We are not going to tell you what to eat or when to eat or how to eat. We are not going to tell you to go exercise. We're not going to tell you to drink water. We're not, those are all good things. We're not going to tell you, well, I might tell you, don't eat McDonald's every day. You're killing yourself. It's not just for your weight, just for your health. But PFT is the way for you to get to your perfect body. Women, ignore the models out there. Some of those women are so sick, it isn't funny. I don't care if you are 5'8" and 5'10", like most of those models, and you only weigh 110 pounds. There's something wrong with most of those people. And none of us on this call will probably ever look like that. We have to be comfortable in who we are, our perfect body, not somebody else's perfect body. But first, I want to talk about what is visceral fat, because a lot of people don't know. It's that belly fat. Everybody should have about 10% of their fat in visceral fat. It wraps around the organs and protects them. However, when you get over 10, 12, 13%, you're creeping up there to where it becomes dangerous, like fatty liver disease. And this kind of fat, this visceral fat, folks, can actually kill you. This is the hardest type of fat to lose. There's no diet out there known that will lose visceral fat. How many of you have been on a low-calorie restrictive diet? Do you know all it does is burn lean muscle mass? It doesn't get rid of fat. You lose weight because muscle weighs more than fat, and you're losing muscle mass. How many of you have experienced that you're more flabby after going on a low-calorie diet, especially for a prolonged amount of time? Visceral fat is the fat that we need to get rid of to be healthier. We need to get rid of a lot of fat, subcutaneous fat as well, but we need to get rid of that visceral fat. And there's nothing else out there that I am aware of that can do that. PFT has so many great ingredients. I'm not going to go into every single one of them tonight. It would take us an hour. I know all of you would want to hear about that, but we have a great video by Mary Esther Gilbert. She's got several degrees. She's written 2 books on our products even before they came to market. She's 40 years a nutritional physiologist. She's a sports nutritionist and is wonderful. She's got like 9 or 10 books out now, and 2 of them are about our products. And we've got a wonderful video that will explain every ingredient in PFT. 100% of all test subjects have shed weight and inches, myself included. And I know there's people on this call tonight that you're going to hear from that will tell you the exact same thing. It doesn't matter what their age category, what their sex was, what country they lived in. They've been doing trials all over the world. We're just in the middle of a trial. We just closed week 2 today in North America. There's 31 of us. And the results are extraordinary because these trials are not done long-term. They're only done for 30 days. 30 days, folks. Look at the difference in some of these pictures. I mean, it's huge. Now, Tina, she doesn't need to lose a lot of weight, but she lost 7 pounds, and she's actually on the trial with us now as well. But she lost 5 inches in her first 30 days. 5 inches. How many of you would like to, just your waist alone would like to lose a couple inches? And all of us are going, yeah, my hips too. Some of us are saying my bust as well. Some of us are saying everywhere. That's what's going to happen. These participants on this screen are actually on our team. Now, not everyone in the trial is on this team, but these 4 people and myself are. Shelly is up in Washington State. Cindy, I want to say, I don't know where Cindy's from, Maryland or someplace, East Coast. How's that? Terry's from the East Coast. Marsha's from the East Coast. And I right now am in Ohio, but I'm from the West Coast. All of us have just ended week 2, and you're going to get to hear from some of us tonight about our results. So let's talk about the benefits of PFT. Number 1, PFT is safe for anyone, and it works for everyone. There are no bad side effects at all. There are no known contraindications, and it tastes like candy, like all of our products do. This does target visceral fat. And how it does that is it regulates lipid synthesis and carbohydrate metabolism. It normalizes the gastrointestinal tract, so it actually helps with the good gut flora. So it works great with another one of our products called MLS, but we'll talk about that later. It maintains your insulin activity. So it keeps your blood, helps keep your blood sugar from doing the ups and the downs. And one thing that we've all noticed, it improves cell respiration and fat burning. Fat burning. It reduces your sweet cravings 100%, and it improves your metabolism. How many of you would be interested in a product that does all of that, that's safe, that has no contraindications, and that tastes like candy? You see, this is high-tech health. Our DNA drops are 100% plant-based. They provide instant gratification nutrition, meaning they work almost instantly. You pop a drop into your mouth. Let me just show you. If you look at my camera, you'll see these look like a lifesaver without the hole in them. You don't chew these, you don't swallow them. You put them in your mouth and you suck on them like you would a lifesaver or a Jolly Rancher. That's exactly what you do. You put them under your tongue and they melt. Some of the things that people experience right away: better mood, more energy, less cravings, less stress, all kinds of symptoms becoming asymptomatic, meaning the symptoms go away, from high blood pressure, high blood sugar, allergies, any COPD, all kinds of things. They improve your metabolism, enhance your immune system, they balance your nervous system. These actually go in and repair, restore, and regenerate at the cellular level. We have over 80 superfoods and 1,000 different phytonutrients, micronutrients, bioflavonoids, and antioxidants. And I know, like Shelley and so many of you on here, that excites you. It does me. And here's why it excited me. Many children these days, we have a horrible childhood obesity problem because kids are eating packaged food with all kinds of crap in them. Our lozenges that taste like candy are safe for your kids, and they have over 80 superfoods and 1,000 different phytonutrients, micronutrients, bioflavonoids, and antioxidants. Who wouldn't want their kids on these? Meaning they can take them, they will like them, they will ask for more. Yet they are 100% organic. They're 100% food, whole food ingredients. These are 100% plant-based. But it's not the plants themselves that are chopped up, pureed, and liquefied and put into them. It is the plant DNA. And the plant DNA is 99.9% identical to human DNA. We also have infused through a patented technology negative ions. Go look negative ions up on WebMD. Like I said, I'm going to prove everything to you tonight. This is not conjecture. Negative ions, according to WebMD and several other sources, are Mother Nature's happy drug. They give you a feeling of peace, of calm, of tranquility. They give you energy. They take away stress. They also help with 4G and 5G, protecting your body against those, and smog and smoking and all kinds of other things. We do have one-of-a-kind product. There is no other product like PFT on the market. So we have no competition, and we have this patented technology. You know, not one size fits all. There's thousands of companies, and this is why in my 38 years experience in this industry, I have never backed, except one other time, a supplement. Why? Because they were just like everything else on the market. In fact, they're all manufactured by the same manufacturers. No one product can hit everything in your body. So we have a variety to choose from. 17, now 18 with Perfect, rapid DNA drops, and they're safe for everybody. There are no rules. You don't have to worry about when can I take it? When do I have to take it? Do I need water? Do I need juice? Do I need milk? Do I take it on a full stomach? Do I take it on an empty stomach? You don't have to worry about choking down pills and tablets. Doesn't happen. You don't have to worry about mixing messy powders or having a liquid that's in the refrigerator that tastes terrible. These can go with you anywhere you go. You pop a drop into your mouth and you suck on it. There are no rules. You take them when you want to. These are backed by massive amounts of science. This is not conjecture, and we're going to show you those. We also have medical research white papers, peer-reviewed studies on 8 of our products so far. Not only are they delicious, they're convenient, and they are affordable. Let's start with our certifications. These are on my team website, and you can also look them up on the corporate site. We have over 30 certifications on all of our products. Folks, these are not certifications that somebody just goes to a lab and pays them. It doesn't work that way. These take years to get. Your ISO certifications, those are the TUV out of Austria. Kosher, halal, beyond organic, vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO. These are reoccurring. You don't just get them once and done. You have to continuously qualify, and kosher and halal are the toughest in the world to get. Organic, some people in America just don't even talk about organic anymore. Beyond organic you can, because that means you're kosher and halal. Because many years ago, the FDA, I think it was in 2002, if I'm not mistaken, the FDA allowed organic products to have mono and diglycerides in them. If you don't know what mono and diglycerides are, go look it up. They're in almost everything you eat. They get you addicted to sweets. Addicted to sweets. And they're in almost all of our foods. We don't have any of that, folks. Even the cleaners that they use in our manufacturing plants have to pass kosher and halal certification. So it's not like, oh, you have a plant that was grown organically. They test the soil to get these certifications. They test the plants. They do randomized testing. They pop in and test all the time for heavy metals, for impurities, for all kinds of things. We've got all of those certifications. We also have no soy, no dairy, no nuts, no artificial color, no artificial sweetener, and no artificial flavors. Everything 100% clean and real. If that is not enough for you, when I got involved with this company, I did not want to put my name to a product that was a crappy product. And I didn't know when I was first looking. I was like a lot of you. I was just invited. I called a friend of mine, Dr. Raymond Ventnor. He has offices on 4 continents. He teaches, he lectures, he still sees clients. In fact, he has an office here in the United States in Dallas. And it took about 18 months, but he came back to me later. He said, I want to write some white papers on these, some medical review papers, and see if we can get them published. That's how good these products were. They were published almost right away, right, Michael? We were dumbfounded that they were published right away. But the reason is all of our ingredients, folks, above the certifications, which are irrefutable, but all of our ingredients already have thousands and tens of thousands of peer-reviewed studies on them. So you cannot refute. All you have to do is go to the World Journal of Pharmaceutical and Medical Research. Go to our team website. The person that invited you here will give you that. You can go read these for yourself right from their website. Now, we have products for everybody that will help you from your head to your toe to your inside and outside. I'm not going to go through all of those tonight because the focus is on PFT and our weight loss product. But there's some things that you can do right now to help your weight loss, and that's detox. And the person that invited you here will help you choose those products. Let's talk about the weight loss industry. This came from the Brainy Insights, weight loss and weight management market size to surpass $405 billion in the next few years. I think it's going to go higher than that. I was reading and watching a podcast just yesterday by a world-renowned doctor right out of Cleveland Clinic here in Ohio. And he was talking about we're this close in the United States to 50% of all adults are not overweight, they are obese. 50%. And don't even get me started about the kids. How much does that affect you and your family and your friends and the people you know and love? Many times, folks, it's not our fault. And, we hear that catchphrase all over now, but I'm telling you, it's not. It's all the crap that is put in our foods. All of the diglycerides and mono and diglycerides, all of the chemicals, the glyphosates that are banned in every other country except this one, they are known to cause the health problems we are seeing. Our bodies are starving, so we go into starvation mode and hang on to as much fat as we can because of the foods. A picture speaks 1,000 words. Whether it's weight loss, joints, breathing, blood sugar, blood pressure, gut issues, anxiety, hair growth, and even pet issues. These are safe for everyone. It doesn't matter what you're going through. We have something for you from the inside to the outside. I will tell you right now, let me get I don't know if I have them handy. Happy and Relax. These 2 products right here are now being used in VA hospitals for PTSD because a lot of folks are being addicted to these chemical drugs that kill their inner organs, their liver and their kidneys mainly. And they get addicted to them. Ours are 100% plant-based. You don't have to worry about any side effects, much less addiction, and they work just as well. You've got to ask yourself, would you rather take a handful of pills, capsules, and tablets that maybe you can take them, maybe you can't, you don't know where they came from or what's in them? Or you can take ours with all the certifications, with all the white papers. They taste like candy. Did I mention we have a money-back guarantee? We do have a skincare line that is totally toxic-free. We also have coffee. Now, I'm going to harp on some coffee drinkers. I don't drink coffee. I don't even like the smell of coffee. If Michael's on here, I did see him. I'm going to call him up because he's not a coffee drinker either, but he loves this stuff. If you're drinking coffee, at least switch to organic, folks. Coffee and soybeans are the two most heavily sprayed plant crops in the world. You are drinking poison. It may not catch up with you for years, but it will catch up with you. At least get organic. These come in little pouches. You can take them anywhere, into a restaurant, in anywhere you go. Travel and just ask for a cup of hot water. And I am told by those that are in the know that these no bitter aftertaste, like most instant coffees, and it's organic, certified, and it's cost effective compared to other organic coffees out there. A little bit about the company as we close up here tonight. This company is 12 years old this November. It was started by Sergey Kulikov when he was just 23 years old, Marcia. He's now 35. 2 years in, he said, I have to open my own manufacturing plant or I'm never going to get these certifications. And Sergey said if he was going to have a company, it was going to be with the best products around or he wasn't going to do it. So for the last 10 years, we have manufactured our own products in our own facilities, not in somebody else's. We don't manufacture for anybody else. There's never any cross-contamination. This is huge when you want to get certified kosher, halal, beyond organic, as well as all the others. I love the fact that he went out on a shoestring 10 years ago and said, we need to manufacture our own products because now we control everything from start to finish. We have a plant in Moldova. It does 250,000 boxes every shift. We have a plant in Russia that just opened because of all the things happening over in that part of the world. That one does 500,000 and that one only has 8 employees. It is fully mechanical. You know what I mean. And then, Dallas, Texas. They've already picked a place out here in Dallas, and we will have a manufacturing plant here in the United States. This company not only is 12 years old, it's 100% debt-free, and we have won all kinds of awards. In fact, in the middle of the shutdowns, our GRW, this product right here, won Immune Support Product of the Year. That's how good this product is. Immune support. Everybody wants it. And this product's only $25 for 30 lozenges, a month's supply, $25 if you are part of our organization. You know, we're living in a side hustle economy, side gig economy. And more people and more employers have learned because of the shutdowns that we don't need to pay rent on these big buildings. People can be effective when they work at home. So now it's cool to work from home. Doing what I do and what many people do on this call, whether you want to do it or not, doesn't matter. Well, I guess it matters, but we're not going to push you into anything. But I want you to know that working from home can be extremely lucrative. It can be extremely productive, and you can still be with your family. And you can set your own hours. And this company pays out a whopping 63%. It pays out 10 different ways. You don't have to have a degree like I did. Here, you've got walk-away income at some point. That's residual income. We are on the precipice of what I feel is going to be the biggest product in history. It is the first of its kind. It is the Kleenex. When you think of tissue, you don't think of all the other brands. You think of Kleenex. I would go with typewriters and all that, but I know we got people on here that are younger and don't even remember typewriters. So I don't know what motivated you to be here tonight. If it was just somebody begged you to come on, we thank you for being here and at least being open-minded. Do you need to shed a few pounds? Not lose them, because we don't want you to find them again. We're going to shed them together. We're going to get rid of them together. We're going to work on this together. Maybe you saw some other products on here tonight that really tripped your trigger for COPD or allergies or PMS or hot flashes or prostate issues or gut issues or brain issues. We've got everything. Maybe you're sitting out there dying very lonely in financial desperation right now, and nobody knows it. A side gig is a side gig. It can change everything in your life if you focus on what you need to and not what is going on. Those are just circumstances, and circumstances will pass. You have to choose a vehicle that is worthy and can get you where you want to go and is trustworthy. We found that here with APLGO. It's still one of the best kept secrets in direct sales, period. We're not a startup company. We just started the USA 3 years ago, and we're 12 years old already. There's less than 40,000 associates in the US and Canada right now. So the world is your oyster. We're open in 70 countries. We have a variety of products for you. It's very low monthly commitment. We have affordable. All of our products are very affordable. Our comp plan pays out 63%. You get paid daily. You can actually now pay in crypto if you want. There's 2 ways to get started. You can become a retail customer, which we're not going to talk about because most people don't want to pay retail. You can become a prime customer. It's just $25 and you're going to get access to huge discounts and monthly restock and all kinds of things. Or you can become an associate for the same amount of money, $25 one time. Now, if you're not going to share this with people and want to earn money, then just go with the prime customer. But if you think you know some people that want to lose weight or have allergy problems or PMS or prostate or blood sugar or blood pressure or whatever, then you might want to be an associate. And the person that invited you here can explain that to you. We have something that no other company has, and that's our business hub. This business hub gives you every tool, literally, that you need to build your business, from video conferencing to private text chat, video chat. You can set up your team so that you can communicate effectively. We have training. We have approved graphics and videos and files, 100% deliverability on emails. We have a video channel. It's like a mini YouTube. We have a bulletin board. We now have our cafeteria, which is like a mini Facebook. It is so much fun. We have calendar of events so you know what's going on all over the world. And it does auto translation. You don't even want to get me started on that. Now, pay attention, please. Due to the holiday weekend and the launch of PFT, our team schedule is going to be as follows for the next couple weeks. There's no webinar on Tuesday night. We're usually back here on Tuesday night. I want y'all to spend the next couple days talking to people. If you need me on a 3-way call, let's do that, because we want to gear up for the actual live launch party. And that is on Wednesday night, and that is on APLGolive.us. Okay. Friday, ordering for PFT begins. Now, here's why it's important, folks, that you pay attention to what I'm going to say. If you do what I say, you're going to get a huge discount. If you choose to wait, that's fine, but you're going to pay more and you're going to have to wait 2 more weeks, 2 weeks after Friday. Okay, so another 2.5 weeks. I will have no webinar on Sunday because that's Labor Day weekend. We will resume on Tuesday with our opportunity webinar right back here. So let me tell you what you need to do. If you want to get some really, really, really good prices, Sheila, you want to go sign up as an associate tonight for $25, and you want to place an order of at least $100. Why? That makes you what we call an active qualified associate. For the first 2 weeks, only active qualified associates are going to have access to PFT, and we're going to get it for a very, very special price. For the first 2 weeks, you can get it by the box for $70, or if you're an associate, active associate, or you can get a 5-pack for $249, France. That's $50 a box, folks. $50 a box. We already have thousands of people ready to pull the trigger on multiple 5-packs. Are you going to be one of them? So if you want to get a hold of those prices, you do need to become an active associate. Now, we might have some people on here that haven't purchased in a couple months. A lot of people purchase in bulk, and then they don't need to purchase again for a couple months. You need to be active. That means you need to have an order right now in the month of August in order to take a hold and get this special pricing. $70 for a single box, $249 for a 5-pack. Now, you might be saying, why do I need a 5-pack? It is suggested for the first 2 months that you are on this, that you take one with each meal, one before or after each meal. So if you eat twice a day, that's 2. If you eat 3 times a day, that's 3. On the trial, we are all taking 3 a day. No matter how many meals we eat, it's 3 a day. So 1 mid-morning, 1 mid-afternoon, 1 mid-evening. At least that's how I take mine. In order to get enough to go from 3 your first month to 2 your second month, you're going to need 5 boxes. That's why they're doing 5 for $50 each, which is a steal. I mean, it's going to be $80 wholesale after that, right? So why wouldn't you do what you want? Now, the other thing I want to talk about, if you're going to sign up, you're automatically going to do what we call a status upgrade order. So you're going to be new. But if you are here tonight and you have already signed up with 100 or 200 or 400, I want you to do a status upgrade order instead of a residual order, just an activity order. You don't want to do a status upgrade order. And the reason for that is, as you start sharing this with people, you're going to earn more money. So you want to make sure you get back with the person that invited you here. Make sure you understand how our compensation plan works, because it's very special, Sheila, and that person will explain to you what to do. We have a detox kit for you brand new people. It has MLS and HPR in it. I would suggest you get those right now and start taking them. That way, by the time your perfect gets here, you'll at least have a week into the detox, and the MLS builds good gut flora. The HEPR detoxes all your organs, and everybody should be on that 1 a day, every day. Those are 2 that I don't ever miss. I will tell you, anytime I have any kind of an upset stomach, I can't eat fast food. It makes me sick. I can't eat. There's a lot of the fried foods don't go well with me. Anytime I have something that might make my stomach a little upset, I do a HEPR, I do an MLS, and I do an ice. And within minutes, it's gone. Thank you so much for those of you that shared. Guys, plan now for Wednesday night. It's 8 p.m. Eastern that you want to be on that. Get on early. It's going to max out. I think they can do 1,000 people on that. I guarantee it's going to max out. So with that, I'm going to say thank you so much. Have a blessed and wonderful night. We'll see you all on the road to perfect. Bye-bye, everybody.